Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Robert here. I was going through some content preparation and I stumbled upon this young lady and she just said something that sizzled in my spirit. If you look at the title, it says most people watching will never qualify. And I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I agree with that, but I've not been the person, or I don't have the ability to express it the way that I feel like she is doing it. So shout out to you, ma'am. Salute. Let's listen, guys, to see how she can help me express myself on this point, because I really believe that it's timely and sage for those of you that really want to get on to the housing ladder. Check it out.
So I'm recording a lot of content, and I just thought about something. I get a lot of views, okay? And most people that consume mortgage related content are never going to be able to qualify. And I want to talk about why. One of the biggest things that I noticed about people is that people will DM me and they want to ask 20 questions and they want certainty before making any type of commitment. And it actually works the other way around. You have to make the commitment to do the thing, the commitment to dedicate time, energy, and effort into your finances when it comes to earning more money, saving more money, paying more debts down. We can't guarantee you anything until you've done the work. The other thing is, I know that people have told me in the past, they're like, man, Joy, I've been trying to get a house for 4 years. This is my fifth time trying to apply to get a house. And it is literally because people consistently underestimate the time it takes to actually get prepared. It takes years, not weeks, not months. No one cares that your lease is about to expire in 60 days and you think, well, I pay $1,500 in rent, so I should pay $1,500 in mortgage. That is not preparation. That's wishing.
And the church said, amen. Miss Joy, I appreciate you for testifying and bringing it to the congregation, because a lot of people need to hear that. All joking aside, I field consultation calls throughout the week, and I would say 60% of you guys really aren't ready. You shouldn't even be making that call. And it's because of what she aforementioned. You know that you don't make enough money. You know that you have no money saved. You know that you don't have a good credit position. And the reason I say that is because people tell me that on the intake form. It says, I'm not working. My credit is horrible and I have $0 saved. So what she's saying is, guys, there's a level at which you should know yourself if you should even be having these conversations, and you should be taking that energy and using YouTube and TikTok and all these other places where folks are giving good information to get yourself ready. Okay? Because to become an owner of anything, first and foremost, you have to be that mentally. You have to mentally prepare yourself to know and understand that if I borrow this money, I have to pay it back. And that might seem cavalier to some of you all, but you would be surprised at the amount of people that borrow money and don't think they have to pay it back. You know what I'm saying? And so get yourself prepared. If you're someone that thinks you want to get onto the housing ladder, number one, you have to know your numbers. I say that ad nauseum, but this is what I mean, and this is how you can take actionable steps to know your numbers. You have to gather your documentation. You have to know what your pay stubs are if you're getting paid from an employer. Okay. You got to know where your W-2s are. You have to know where your asset statements are, either your bank statements, your brokerage accounts, wherever you have those liquid assets that you might want to use for said home purchase. You have to know where your social security card is at. Blows my mind. Folks don't know where the social security card is, or if you have one that looks like it's from the Stone Ages because it's been washed and beat up, get a new one. Get a new one. Your driver's license and or passport, your identification. Make sure that those things are up to date. with the up-to-date address of where you're living. You see, just that right there, understanding first and foremost where you could go put your hands on those documents. Moreover, knowing what they say, okay, takes you a long way on owning. I'm going to just call it ownership. I know the context of this channel is residential real estate, but we're talking about becoming an owner, because you have to know before you owe. You have to know what you can afford. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's step one. Identify your documents and put them in a place where they're readily accessible, and review them often, so you know what's going on, because from that seed, you can start planting or planning for this future house that you want. So that's step one. Number two, the next hurdle is credit scores and these credit reports. Respectfully, guys, all of these excuses that some of these grown folks come up with on a daily basis. Look, you borrowed the money and you didn't pay it back. That's what it is. Because knowing is half the battle. Now, you want to go to the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, still in existence. And from there, now you can start understanding what makes a great credit profile. From there, you could get myannualreport.com and get a copy of your credit report information, where now you could go back to those documents and say, you know what? These are the addresses that I lived at. That's not me. Those are things that you dispute. You don't dispute stuff that you just didn't pay because life happened for whatever reason. Doesn't make you a bad person, but you have to admit those things and understand what's going on so that you can change. Number three, once you've ascertained your documents, you know what these agencies are saying about you, and you could correct those errors. But more importantly, you can take your bank statement and your credit report, and now you can find out where your money is going. I advise going back 3 months. Okay, going back 3 months so you can project 2 years going forward if you're gainfully employed. And so you don't beat yourself up, but you find out where your money is going. More importantly, you can get an understanding of what you actually receive, especially if you're a W-2 employee, the net income. And just that work right there. And there's no time frame. Some of you are very advanced and do things quickly because you've had these good behaviors in place. Some of you all, it might take some time, but that's fine because there's no race. There is no competition. If you want to become a homeowner, the key is, can you afford it? It's not buying the house, it's keeping the house. How many of you guys know of someone that has purchased a luxury vehicle and cry about the maintenance? Man, them oil changes are $1,200. I thought you knew that. You see, you have to know before you owe. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to leave it right there. I've given you enough to start with to prevent you from making a vision board, if you believe in those things, and then it turned into an art piece and nothing happens. You see, the information age has been here. It's the time and place to implement, to do. This is the doing age, because you have no more excuse. There's information everywhere, but implementation is lacking big time. If you feel like you're ready to get onto the housing ladder, reach out. The first 15 minutes is free. It's on me. We'd love to have that conversation to see if we're a fit. For now, my time is up, but I thank you for yours. As I always say, guys, let's be good to one another. Let grace abound. Watch these next 2 videos. They will help prepare you as you get ready to enter into home ownership. And for the rest of you guys, indeed, y'all stay blessed.